Hello, my name is Ryan McCabe from Great Valley Propane, General Manager of Great Valley Propane. You might remember me from other propane videos, such as propane tank size.
Good morning, propane world out there. Today I'm going to do a quick video to describe the different kinds of tank sizes out there. Okay, so for comparisons, this here is a barbecue tank. That's what's called like a 20.
And here's all I have to say about that video. Haters gonna hate, lovers gonna love. I don't want none of the above. I just want to talk about propane tank sizes for all of you at home, okay? I'm gonna come at you, I'm gonna explain the size of the tanks, what they're used for, in a nice, audible fashion, okay? So, propane tank video haters out there, time to eat your words. I'm coming at you fresh, I'm coming at you hot. Let's do it. First tank we're going to talk about today is a common barbecue tank. A common barbecue tank holds about 4.6 gallons of propane and weighs just about 20 pounds. Getting that? The next tank we're going to talk about today is a 100-pound propane tank. A 100-pound propane tank holds roughly 23.6 gallons of propane. The reason why it's called a 100-pounder because propane weighs roughly 4.2 pounds per gallon. The next tank we're going to talk about today is a 100-gallon tank. A 100-gallon tank technically holds about 120 gallons, but you fill it to 80 to 85%. Therefore, the usable gallons in this tank is 100 gallons. Another great thing about a 100-gallon tank is that if you ever had a question of how full the tank is, there's a gauge in here. So some homes, you'll see it's pretty common, you'll have two tanks tied together that are used for a primary heat source. This is the preferred method for Great Valley Propane because the only other alternative would be like a 250-gallon horizontal tank. A 250-gallon horizontal tank is kind of like myself in high school. A little awkward, a little hard to place, doesn't fit in quite well. The next tank we're going to talk about today is a 320-gallon underground propane tank. As you can see, one of the main differences from an underground propane tank is that this is a dark color green versus a white for an above ground tank. Common usage for this would be for whole house heating. Okay, one of the differences of an underground tank versus an above ground tank is you'll notice there's a neck that's sticking up. So this tank will be buried underground and then this neck will be sticking up. And then when we make a propane delivery to your home, the delivery will put the nozzle right on the tank here, okay? And then that's how we'll be filling it. Versus an above ground tank, there's no neck, and they make the delivery right there. And if this is buried at your home, a 320-gallon underground tank, it would have a dome or a lid, and that's what you would actually see sticking out of the ground. The next tank we're going to talk about today is a 500-gallon above ground tank. A common usage for a 500-gallon above ground tank, you might see these in more of a commercial setting. A lot of restaurants, if they use propane for a cooking source, will have a 500-gallon above ground tank. The next tank we're going to talk about today is a 500-gallon underground propane tank. A common usage for this propane tank would be for whole house heating. A lot of the times if you have this at your home, you can expect to use between 500 to 800 gallons per year. Last tank we're going to talk about today is a 1,000-gallon underground tank. And we'd come in and bury this tank, again, in your yard. Same restrictions as a 500-gallon underground tank, 10 feet from the house, 10 feet from the property line, 10 feet from an electrical source of ignition. Obviously, a 1,000-gallon tank, let me do my math, is twice as much as a 500-gallon tank. And that's a wrap. It's my final propane tank size video for all you haters out there. But don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years, rocking my peers, bringing suckers to tears, making the fears rain down like the mine. Zoom! Listen to the bass go boom, explosion, terror, and mayhem. Pass me a sucker, all sissy, I'll slay him. Farmers, farmers, what? Get ready, I'm ready. I think I'm gonna burn this town. Break down. Don't you ever pull my lever, cause I explode, and my 9 is easy to load. I gotta thank God, cause he gave me the jam to propane hard. Knock you out. Mama said knock you out. Oh! Last take, I can't do any more than that.